Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and it is time again for another Best of 2023 Weekly Roundup. So, in my last video, I showed you guys the most viewed shorts, reels, TikToks, etc. on the channel. This time, something a little bit different for you all. Showing you guys the best of and most viewed of my longer form content that you can only see over on the YouTube side of things. So this is basically just stuff like unboxings and stuff like that. So some of these have a little bit of an unfair advantage, head being earlier on in the year than others. So things like the Evil Queen from Sideshow Collectibles, that was a fairly late year thing. Didn't really get to catch up and make it to the top 6, although she did make it to my top 10. So I've been doing it not top 10s, just top 6, so you guys can get the one figure or statue per day. So pretty good variety of stuff here. And one thing I did notice, and it's something I noticed with the algorithm hating anime boobs, exactly, that the boys in this top 6 got exponentially more views than the ladies did, which is very different from earlier on in 2023, where these videos, the long form videos, got insane amounts of views for a channel this small. So it very much tells me that shorts, reels, and stuff like that are definitely skewed as far as what's shown, like cleavage, shorts, stuff like that, as far as figures and collectibles goes. So not many of these ladies on this table today got a lot of views in the short form content. But anyways, lots of great pieces this week. I basically just went backwards from least to most. Started out with the least amount of views out of the top 6, which was Psylocke from Iron Studios. Now, again, you guys know me. I love the Iron Studios 1/10 scales. I am not a size queen when it comes to my collectibles. I don't need everything to be a giant 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, 1-to-1 scale. I don't need that, okay? I am very happy with something like these 1/10s that just have so much detail packed into them and enables you to display them in all different kinds of ways. So I'm very happy with them. Don't need them to be massive figures or massive statues or whatever you want to classify them as. So Psylocke rounded us out with the bottom of the top 6. And this is again part of the Sentinel Battle diorama from Iron Studios. And it's pretty freaking awesome. So, next on the list, strangely enough, went to Morrigan in her Lilith costume from Kotobukiya. So now this one here was an exclusive of variant, which I kind of stay away from nowadays because there are just so many color swaps. But she's rocking the Lilith costume, so I thought she'd look really good paired up with Lilith in her variant costume. So it's an amazing piece. I loved the first version, and I didn't think I was going to care for this one as much because I'm not a big fan of red, but it worked with this, just the color scheme in general, the hair and everything else. It just worked. It pops. So then we went over to another Iron Studios piece, which was my man. I was so happy he got so many views. Logan, aka Wolverine. Again, another one of the Iron Studios 1/10 battle diorama for the Sentinel display. And again, these are all on these really cool bases of like destroyed Sentinel pieces, like Psylocke had the hand. This one has more like, it looks more like a leg joint or something like that, or maybe an elbow joint. Very cool piece. And I wasn't sure how I was going to like it because I wasn't too sold on the face. But when you took him out, you unbox him, you got a good look at it. They did a great job. Would have preferred a little bit more of the spiky hair going on, but this one is modeled more after like Logan, so it definitely fits. So it's basically given a more comic style to the movie version of Logan, in my opinion, because he doesn't have his big wingtips, but it's still there. Next was one I was a little bit surprised that you guys really, really liked. And it was another Kotobukiya Bishoujo from the SNK series, which was the female version of Terry Bogard. Now, I wanted this one right from the rip because I thought she looked fantastic. I liked the little Fatal Cutie hat they had on her head. And obviously she is part of the SNK Tag Team Heroines game. So she is actually a canon character. It's not just they did a gender swap or something like that. And honestly, that game was old. I forgot all about this character actually being a canon character. In my unboxing, I think I did say, hey, they did a gender swap of Terry Bogard and put it in a Bishoujo. But she actually is a canon character. So I like this one a lot. I love the simple base. These are simple bases on these ones, but they work because they actually, on the SNK ones, all have something similar to like their stage for the base. So I dug it. I like it a lot. It definitely works a lot more than things like the Tekken girls or the Street Fighter girls that had the very lazy, back in the day, just clear circular bases that you stuck a little picture in for the base. Having these little more dynamic bases adds a little bit more to the character. My second most viewed, which is one of my favorites of the year personally, was this incredible Dark Deku Mate Kuji figure. And this is another one of the Ichiban Kuji figures. He is the A prize. So this was one you could just get. And my favorite shop got it in. I went right out there and grabbed him and unboxed him that same day. Oh, this thing is so freaking cool. It is my favorite Deku to date. And I love that they didn't make the colors overly bright on it. They didn't make it pop like that. It is dark. It is tattered. The only sign of brightness on this thing is the eyes, which makes it just stand out. Love this piece. I thought it was phenomenal. And again, he's part of the Mate Kuji, which consisted of, I think it was a Bakugo, Todoroki, the usual suspects. I think Eraserhead might have been in that one. And Ochako with the megaphone kind of when she's up on the rooftop yelling at everybody in the series. So he was kind of the only one I really cared about in that Kuji because I'm a sucker for the Dark Deku stuff. And this one did not disappoint. Super, super highly recommended if you have not checked this one out already. And the shocking one, taken first place, like by a landslide, by views. And I don't know if it's the way I worded the title or what, by saying she might have been the most revealing pop-up parade. A little pop-up parade here of Lucy from Fairy Tail in her Aquarius costume. Granted, I think she is one of the more revealing pop-up parades that I've done so far. But I was insanely shocked to see how many views she got over everything else on this table and even the things that I've done otherwise. The bunny girls, stuff like that. Things that really surprised me that I did this year that did not really get the insane amount of views that Lucy got. And I guess you guys love to simp for Lucy. I don't know. Or the fact pop-up parades are a lot more popular than the haters give it credit for. Because my pop-up parade videos do very, very well. And this is a testament. This little $30 pop-up parade dwarfed everything else on this table in views. Your $150 Kotobukias, your $200 or so Iron Studio statues, and your well, I think it was like $65 or $70 for the Kuchi figure. But it's amazing. So that something so basic, not very much as far a limited release as all these other things, smoked everything else on this table, and I was shocked. I had to double check my view counts to make sure I wasn't screwing up. But Lucy takes the top 6. So kudos to Good Smile for putting out something that has actually gotten a higher view count than all these other higher end things. So, shock to me. Maybe a shock to all of you out there. Don't know. But it is one of my favorite pop-up parades I've unboxed so far. So, I'm happy to see she got so much popularity. And no matter what came out on top, you can't really go wrong with any of these pieces. But it's also a very, very diverse, I hate using that word, but I'll say diverse collection of things. And that could be my channel's weakness, or it could be its strength. I've been told to focus on just one specific kind of thing on my channel. But as you can see, I've got a lot of different interests. And apparently, so do you all. We got comic book heroes, higher end statues. We've got anime stuff. We've got video game stuff. And we've even got lower end little pop-up parade things. So it's amazing to see the different interests in the audience as well. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And hopefully you guys enjoy it all. But let's stop the chit chat, bring you guys in, and let you check out the newly made Reels, Shorts, and TikToks for all these pieces that I highlighted in the past week. All right, you guys, that was your closer look at these newly created reels that I did make for these figures all specifically. So I did tell you all that this year I'm going to start doing horizontal videos specifically for the weekly roundups. But in this Best of 2023 segment, these were all newly created pieces of footage that I did for these videos. So I'm going to stick to that format, the old format, for this week. Show you guys the best ofs. If you want to see horizontal up-close views of these, obviously, you can go check out the long-form videos, the unboxings, and there is insane amounts of details. Several minutes of each piece, zoomed in, up close, 360s, you name it, you want to see it, it's there. So, as far as my favorites, I think the boys gotta stay up here. I want to say Morrigan, but as Morrigan Original was one of my top figures of last year, I'm going to give it to these boys right here on the turnstile right now. My boy Logan, because I'm a sucker for Wolverine, and my boy Deku, because Dark Deku is best Deku. So, those are my picks for the top 2 of 2023. Let me know which one was your favorite of 2023. And if it was something that I covered that is not up here, let me know. Because I know a lot of you really liked the Evil Queen and stuff like that, which were more recent videos. So if that was your favorite, let me know. Personally, if I had to go off this table, Evil Queen Deluxe by Sideshow is definitely my favorite pick of the year. But I'm going by what had the most views. So I'm going to give you the boys. I know I promised you more husbandos if I can. And they happen to be my favorites this week. So that's it for my picks. Like I said, let me know what your favorites were in the comments below. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of page updates because I did seem like I slacked this week. As you guys know, if you were following, we had a lot of snow dump on us this past week for a Happy New Year's gift. Got about a foot of snow dumped on us. And it did delay me with all my videos and stuff like that because we had power not out, but it kept blinking out. So I didn't want to screw up anything during recording, anything like that, anything my live streams, stuff like that. And then once the snow was over, we got like monsoon levels of freaking rain, which now washed all the snow out. So again, another time where I had power blinking off and on, lights blinking off and on, stuff like that. Nothing really going out. But again, I didn't want to screw up in the middle of recording, stuff like that, have to reshoot a whole bunch of stuff. So I just kind of maintained here at the house. But that being said, this coming week, we're going to go back to business as usual. I'm going to do some more unboxings. I'm going to be doing stuff like that on this week. The beginning of the week, I will be shooting some things with the Gigi Monstar. We're going to be doing a couple of her things she got from Christmas that she's really been wanting to unbox and get in her shelves. So we're going to shoot a couple things. We got some Spy Family stuff, things like that coming your way. I'm going to be doing some more White Short stuff. Going to be trying to get you guys the Sideshow Collectibles Red Riding Hood unboxed because now I have a space up above me to put her. And yeah, other than that, pretty much it for updates this week. And again, I apologize for slacking this past week, but Mother Nature hated us. Other news, the page did clear 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all out there for watching and subbing to the stuff. My big hurdle now is to get the watch hours up. Once the channel does become monetized, I have maybe about 30 plus things that I'm going to start doing for giveaways on the channel. Start posting some giveaways, things like that. Give back to everybody because I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching and, you know, using up your time kind of on all this nerdy stuff. Lots of cool stuff. I got 3 things that are a little higher end as far as, you know, little things for giveaways like Zenoscope Snow White Bishojos. I have 3 of those I can give away. I have some Dungeons and Dragons stuff. and a bunch of other little things that I'm going to start out with as the page, again, continues to grow. So stay tuned for all the info on that stuff as things proceed. But that is it for the updates for this page for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Click the like button, the share button, the subscribe button. Spread that nerdiness. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.